That's the other thing.
Well, that's the other thing is like I started realizing I'm like I'm doing a lot more sugar than I'm doing.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm not. I've cut out like I said this today, but like today's my blow my calories day. Like check it. Believe me, there are days when I'm like, I don't want to try. I just don't want to go. Like,
I like ignorance.
Kathi, you can walk. Right? Might matter for your riding expert. But I want you to be able to give them so if that means you've got to square up your turns and be clear every single time about the placement and where you put them.
Yeah.
All of a sudden you're finding novices.
That was definitely like when I got this. I was like, I get to see. Kathi, one more time, and as you come through that turn, inside leg to outside rein. Andrea, that was beautiful, patter. Look at me. Your elbows need to bend a little bit and be softer. Do it again. Very good. Let's walk, change direction, Kathi.
Isn't that funny? I'm gonna go with that, like 14.
You soften your hand and it goes like that. Whereas if you pull the rein, he can come up into you and then you can close your leg. And then you can get there with him between your aids.
She looks so cute.
Very good. One more time. Good, Potter. Let her walk. Oh. Kathi, let's do that again. As you come off the turn there, you've got to make the step a little bit smaller, a little bit thinking about collection. Canter. Leg. Not too much whoa, not enough leg in the whoa. Right? When you downshift the car, you got to put your foot on the gas at the same time, but into the downshift. So you close your hand, you ask for the collection, you close your leg and you back it up. Now more leg, more leg, more leg, waiting, more leg. Yes, there you go. Better. Good, let him walk. Track. They run as fast as they can on a real big long stride, right? It's the most efficient way to run. And then they get in front of a fence and they change their balance. Their feet actually get faster, but the miles per hour gets slower. The miles per hour comes down. So instead of running at 10 miles an hour, they might only be going at 8, but their feet have increased how many times they're hitting the ground. So then they can be accurate to get to the hurdle to jump it, right? Your job is to help him change that balance from having that big long step to coming into a collected step. And you hear me say add leg, add leg, add leg, more leg, more leg. It's not more leg because I need you to keep going fast. It's more like because when you pull the reins, which you need to do, you need to pull the reins to change his balance up, right? You pull the reins and then you need to bounce the ball, you need to close your leg, you need to quicken his feet underneath him, not by going faster, but that more in-place canter of changing the balance. And that's always going to be his thing. It's always going to be the hard part, right? I've been thinking about this a little bit. And all horses can be put into little categories, right? So if you were to take a ball, a normal ball, if it's normally inflated, would you say that your horse is a normally inflated ball, an underinflated ball, or an overly inflated ball? He's underinflated. So in order for that ball to come back up off the ground, have you to hit it harder or softer?
Definitely need to pump it up.
You need to pump it up. You need to work hard at making it hit the ground and come back up to increase that speed all of the time. Is yours an under or an overinflated ball?
Under.
Of the feet in coming into collection, right? So if the perfect speed there is 6 miles an hour to jump the jump, okay? You need to jump that jump at 6 miles an hour, having collected by 2 miles an hour from the corner. What speeds do you need to do before the corner? 6 plus 2 is 8. What speed were you doing before the corner? 6, right? 6,
Yeah.
right? Same thing. Same thing, same thing, right? You've got to be able to create something to be able to balance from, right? How do you collect? First, you've got to go forward to then have something to collect from and collect into. So to me, it's a little bit that game of like you use the long side, little forward, little back, little forward, little back. And when you come back on him, you come back into practicing holding my rein and bouncing the ball, like inflating that ball underneath you all of the time. Not one at a time. Right? Now go forward. And now your collection. And think about putting air in the tires by lifting up and yes, super. Now forward. Now your collection. Super, do it again. Now in your collection, you gotta lift up. Collect, collect. That's the one. That was beautiful. That's the one. Fix your lead. Yeah, but at least you're still up.
At least what?
At least you're able to do that. You know, you don't feel like you're...
No, not this last one.
Waiting. Now use your rein. Wait. Whoa. Whoa. Right, keep going. Fix your leg. For your last line again, you've got to add the energy and collection, bounce the ball underneath you, not just pull the reins and slow down, right? Forward here. Now in your collection, bounce the ball. Bounce the ball. Bounce the ball.